What's up, everybody? Is this working? I'm going to wait for some of you guys to come on. I know it's Saturday and it's dinner time where I am, so hopefully where you guys are, it's not, and you're not too busy. I already got a chat from somebody. I appreciate you because I did not know that. Hey, how are you? I'm okay. This week was rough, you guys. This week was rough, but we're good. We're here. We're still alive, I hope. I feel like sometimes we all died back in like 2000 and we're just living in purgatory now or something. Like, what is this? What is this? What's going on? Hi, how are you? No. Okay, let me put your comment up here first because okay, obviously we're going to talk today about Nicola and how I feel like, and I said this in my last live, but I'm dedicating this episode to her because in her most recent picture that came out, she still looks freaking like vacant. That's the word that I was looking for, like vacant, like not there. It's just it's weird. It's weird because she's usually very uppity and bubbly and like her face is just like every appearance she makes now, and I'm kind of like, okay, maybe it's the work or the industry getting to her, maybe it's the Palestine stuff getting to her, maybe it's a mixture of everything. And now that she's doing Bridgerton press, I really don't know if Luke is doing press, you guys, because I have a feeling that he wants to move away from Bridgerton, and I don't even think he's going to be in season 5, to be honest, if they have season 5. But it's giving weird energy. It's giving like something's wrong with you. And it's giving I'm sad / depressed. So I don't even know. But okay, before I read your comments, because I will, I promise, I want to share my screen because I have some things. So basically, this is the photo that was recent of her. And like, I don't know, dude, like Nicola, like what? There's nothing behind her eyes, and it's very unusual for her because even in other photos of her that are serious looking, her eyes don't look like this. Let me bring up another one. Hold on, because I have a ton on my desktop. Actually, no, I don't. They're on here. Hold on. So there's one that I was looking at, this one, and it looks like even though she looks serious, you can tell behind, like there's life behind her eyes. And it's so weird. Like the energy is so off, and it's been off, and it's just bothering me because it's just like, okay, that picture versus this one. And like, you can tell the difference in her face. And I'm just like, if you can't, then that's fine, because not everyone can see like very subtle things like this. But first of all, actors and stuff, they are very expressive. So they have a hard time hiding how they're feeling on the inside a lot because it comes up to the surface and it shows. And I also studied, before I switched my major, psychology. And I also went to film and theater school right after high school for like 2 years. So I have, taken all the classes with like movement and expression and stuff. And I can just see in her face that the spark is gone. And I'm just like, what happened? Because Nicola, she, even when she was being photographed, she brought it up to the surface. She brought all her, light and everything else. And even when she was taking private photos, like, and it's just, now I'm just like, what is this? What is this? And you can tell because in this one, these pictures are very similar, but in this one, her mouth is kind of curved up. And this one, her mouth is like, it's so tight. Girl, it is so tight. It is tighter than a freaking virgin. Her lips are like turned down at the corners, and it just, I don't know. Like, I feel like she's just sad. I don't know. I feel like she has a lot on her mind. This is all speculation in this video. Don't come at me for defamation or libel, because this is speculation. Allegedly, this is my opinion and how I feel. But, after after seeing her for like an extended amount of time, like for Bridgerton season 3 stuff, and then also before that, the energy is so weird. And I have and her and Luke like don't even talk anymore, and they used to be all up in each other's business on social media, which is really weird that they don't do anything anymore. Like, and I have receipts of that too that I'm going to share in a second. It's just freaking weird. I am glad someone clocked it. Her face looks tired and pissed in recent photos. Seems like she is not that happy of the idea of seeing Luke or doing press with him again anymore. Yeah, I don't know, because we can't say what's going on with that dynamic. All we can read are vibes and energy, and the energy as of late has been like, we're not in each other's business, we're not in each other's lives, we're not talking, like, and for people who used to be so close, and for people who used to be allegedly like besties and really good friends, and she even said in an interview, the relationship I have with Luke is not like anyone else in my life. I'm sorry, but if that was true, then like they wouldn't have done a complete 180 with everything unless something went down. And that's why me and like a few other fans who still talk are digging our heels in, and we're like, something went down. We don't know what it was, but something went down. Because if you're true friends with someone and you're that close, nothing can really make you shift like that unless something went down. So it is what it is. Before starting, Nick also deleted the Shape of Things photo and season 2 backstage photos that she had with Luke. I seriously don't know what is her problem. To me, Jake's insecurity is affecting it. Are these new? Because she deleted some photos. She deleted that one photo of Luke sitting in the chair reading from like 2019. But it's just like, this is the thing that gets me. If Nicola is so busy, allegedly, if she is so busy, how does she have time to go through her social media and delete stuff from years ago? Like years ago, you know how many photos you'd have to go through to get to these photos from years ago? You'd have to sit on your Instagram and scroll for a little bit. Like, I don't know. That's weird. It's weird. And I don't know. A lot of people like jokingly say Jake's stealing her youth or whatever, or sucking her soul. Something's sucking her soul, man. Something has snatched this girl's soul. I don't know what it is, but the logical side of my brain kind of says that she's really getting burnt out in the industry and or from all the activism that she does, because it does take a mental toll when you're that involved with stuff. That's why I step back and I'm just like, I'm just not going to watch the news at all. I'm taking a break. I'm not doing it, because it really can affect your energy and your aura. And like, I don't know, whether you believe in it or not, energy is energy. So that's always there, but it can affect your energy around you that you put out, and also how you feel on the inside that also emanates out. So, it could be a lot of things, but it's very weird. Did you see Nick deleted much more pictures of Luke today? I have not been on Instagram, but if that's the case, how do people know that she deleted stuff that, like, because I don't clock things like that, because I don't have like a tracking device on Nicola's Instagram. So like allegedly she did, but how do people know for sure that, when they were deleted, or, how or whatnot? I'm not saying that you're not telling the truth, because I'm sure you are, but it's just very weird to me why she's deleting them now. Like, why are you deleting them now when season 4 promo is coming, and you're going to distract everyone with those activities when everyone should be focused on like Luke and Yaren? And I feel like that this is my thing too, is that they're not promoting this season as hard as season 3 for obvious reasons, but it's just it's so shady to me that they would just do this kind of stuff during this time where they're supposed to be focusing on the new season. I'm like, okay, because it's going to steal the spotlight from that if they keep doing this stuff that's really weird and off base. Hi, yay, I'm glad you're here. It pisses me off so much, because to me, she doesn't distance herself from Luke publicly, but also personally. I don't know what's going on between them. I just know something went down. And the fact that she's now just deleting photos versus like deleting them yesteryear or whatever is weird. I don't know if it's Jay. I don't want to make assumptions that it's their significant others, but I really think that Nicola's petty. I've said it once, I'll say it again. It doesn't mean she's mean or a bitch. She's petty, and there's a difference. Like she she knows what she's doing, and that's why she does things. So I don't know about that. She lost her spark, and her relationship with Jake is giving Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn. I did not follow that relationship, but okay, that's interesting. I feel like that one or both of them might be in these relationships like out of spite or out of just like, hey, I'm going to be with this person so you can't say anything else about me. Like, I don't know. The whole way it went down is weird, but I'm not going to rehash all that, but the whole way that it transpired is freaking weird. And now they're still being weird, which pisses me off because it's like, you guys, the fans, like, we're moving on. Season 4 is coming and y'all are still doing this petty BS stuff. And I don't know. It's giving high school. Well, I got some info that Luke was doing press for season 4 and he was there, but for whatever reason, they didn't post his outfit. They've been doing him dirty. They've been doing Luke dirty. And I understand, like, if he doesn't want to come back for season 5, he is perfectly valid in that reasoning for not wanting to come back for season 5 because they have done him so dirty. They didn't include him in the cast farewell video. Granted, I don't think he was in New York yet for his show. They didn't. Like they made season 3 all about Penelope / Nicola, and Luke was just like a supporting actor when the book was Colin's book. It wasn't Penelope's book. But yet somehow the show made it all about Penelope, and so then during the tour it was all about Nicola, even though Luke was there with her, but everyone was focused on Nick and what she was doing and what she was saying. And Luke, that poor man, couldn't get a word in edgewise sometimes for the interviews because he kept getting interrupted. Go back and watch the interviews from the press, from the world tour, and you'll notice it now that I said it. That poor man kept getting interrupted over and over again. If I would, like, he has the patience of a saint. And honestly, like, the way people talk dirty about Luke really rubs me wrong to this day because of the fact that everyone was up Nicola's butt and Luke was being treated like crap. You'll see it if you rewatch them again, but I don't blame him, dude. I feel like he wants to distance himself from all of this. She's holding it in her mouth. Her mouth in the suit photo is very tight. Yeah, it definitely is. And then there was another photo. I was like, okay, well, that's a headshot. Maybe she's just looking like that for her headshot. But then they took a full body shot of her. And I'm just sitting here like, girl, her face is still like, there's nothing behind. Her eyes are so not there, man. It's crazy. Like, you could at least, like, you know, try to smile a little bit with your eyes. I don't know, but I know they were doing press for Bridgerton because all the cast was posting stuff for press or whatever. So, but it's just like her eyes do look a little better here, but I'm just like, it's giving, I'm here, I don't want to be here, but I'm going to do it because it's my job and I don't feel good. That's what it's giving. I'm just like, but you know, I'm going to wait and I want to see actual interviews with her and see if she's, you know, herself in the interviews. But it's a little concerning just because, you know, and I don't think she was putting on just for her season because before her season, she was bright and airy and, you know, positive and stuff, even in the season 2 promo interviews and everything. So I really don't know. But like I said, I still feel like something went down. I feel like that these relationships that they're in, they're just in them because they're there and they're convenient. And allegedly, that's my opinion. And I'm like, another creator was like, I feel like they're doing this out of spite with each other just to like see who's gonna last the longest. It's like a standoff or something. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you got that? Well, I got this too. So how long is yours gonna last? You know what I mean? It's crazy. Hold on. I wasn't even sharing. Was I sharing? Yes, I was. Sorry, guys. I have to like hold on. I wasn't sharing. I'm sorry. These pictures. My bad. So yeah, that's the one of her standing. Like the face is just not. It's not even a face. I don't know. I don't know what the matter is. This one's okay, but it's still giving like I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. This is giving like fierce. This is giving like I'm a bad bitch. And you can just tell the difference. So I'm just saying. And then like even in other photos of, I'm not going to do world tour photos because they don't count. But like this is a photo where at this event, I kind of started to notice that this is the event where I started to notice that her expression was kind of starting to get really forced and, you know, not herself, just giving off energy, but she still had like, you know, at least something was there, you know. I'm like, I feel like her soul just slowly got sucked out of her. And I don't know where it went. Girl, please tell us. But yeah, and even like that's world tour, but even that, like she's not smiling, but you can see it's like she's radiating, you know, and it's just weird. I don't know. It's awkward. It's awkward. Yes to all of this. Yes. Thank you for validating me. I've been feeling the same, tired of the world's bullshit. Yep. That's another discussion. Trust me. I also, so now that you guys are here, I wanted to ask because I have the ability to do memberships and stuff, but I don't like that kind of thing because I don't want to make people pay for like content. But if I were to hypothetically do that, what would you guys want to see? You can put it in the chat, but that's just a sidebar. I just wanted to ask that if I were to do something like that, what would you guys want to see with my memberships? Because I was thinking that I would do more videos about like serious stuff or you know, have more interaction with you guys. So yeah, just let me know. Just curious. The last time I saw Nick and Jake type of relationship was Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn, and how she was thinking she was the happiest at that time, but actually she was full of anxiety. Oh, okay. Thanks for explaining that. Yeah, I don't follow I don't follow them. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just it's weird. I'm gonna pull up some other pictures too, but I don't know. I wanted to give Jake a chance. I really did. And I really do. And I mean, she's still with the dudes. I mean, obviously, but it's like, you know, people can stay with people for a bunch of different reasons, whether or not it's a good relationship or healthy or whatever. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I feel like there's something there that, you know, is making her unhappy. And I don't know what it is, but it's really weird. So, okay, I'm going to share my screen again because I want to share these tweets that between Nick and Luke that were on Twitter before they literally went silent on social media together, which is also weird because they just randomly stopped talking to each other. Oh, yeah. I watched the British baking show. I watched that show. That's my one comfort show. My other comfort show is Will and Grace, Friends, Sex and the City, and oh my god, what's the other one? That 70s show. So those are like all of my comfort shows that I watch when like I don't really want to think about anything or be anxious about anything. Oh, she deleted them today. Okay. Can you tell me what photos she deleted? Do you know? Because I don't know. I don't look at her Instagram like that, so I don't know which photos would have been deleted. But I know she deleted the one of Luke sitting in the chair on set reading, which was really weird because that was from 2019. I don't know what her deal is. I don't know if she's doing it to try to get Luke's attention. I don't know what the heck. Like, it's so weird. This is why people can't move on, though. Like, they're so childish. This is why people can't move on. Y'all want to act this type of way, but then y'all want to don't want to say anything and be like, oh, we're just friends, blah, blah. Okay. BS, no, you're not, because there are several interviews of all of you saying, I never have a relationship with anyone in my life like I do with Luke. And then there was another interview where Luke said, yeah, stories about friends to lovers, and that's what happened to us. You don't say that unless you're actually lovers. Like, what are you talking about? And then the way that these interviews came out late, like not when they were actually done, like not even recently after they were done, they came out late. It's like no one wanted them to actually be released, and it's weird. And it's just like, okay, you guys are tripping. Y'all been tripping, man. She archived more pics today after posting her press outfit post. Oh, she. Let me get my phone. I'm curious. I don't know how people know which photos because she has thousands of photos on her Instagram. So, like, I give them credit for knowing which photos they were. I don't know if she's trying to like copy what Luke did when he literally purged his entire Instagram of all of their pictures. They're just freaking childish, dude. I don't understand it. Oh. Her feed does look a little less. She still has pictures of them together, but I don't know what the logic is like with the pictures she's deleted. That's why I want to know from you guys, like, which photos was it? Because she still has a lot of personal ones up of them. So that is so weird. Jake is not good for her. Well, people got to learn their lessons on their own. I still feel like she went with Jake because he was there as an emotional support with whatever was happening with like Luke or other stuff in her life, and he was already in the friend group, and she was just like, she just clung on to him. I don't know, but this is how I feel. This is how I feel. I feel like Antonia forced her way in with Luke, and I feel like Nicola then forced her hand with Jake to go faster than he wanted to go. I'm just gonna say that's how I feel. But we're gonna see in the end. There's gonna be a day where somebody comes out and spills the beans about everything that went down on that set, everything that went down in season 3 and beyond. They're gonna do it. Someone's gonna spill. I will pay somebody. Okay, if anyone watches this video who's associated with that show, I will pay you to tell me, and then I won't tell anyone. But if you give me permission to just be vague about it, I will. Tell me what went down, because I really want to know. She is very involved in activism, which can be stressful and exhausting. Yeah, but then you have to think, then again, it's just like you have to know your limits too, especially if you're in entertainment. You kind of feel like these people would know what their limits are, so they wouldn't let that exhaust them and compromise their jobs that they're getting or trying to get. I don't think it's about a job or career stuff. She was doing Bridgerton and Big Mood at the same time, and her eyes were not dead or behaviors were not weird. It's about her personal life. Yeah, I'm there with you, but I also just want to be careful in putting stuff out there in absolutes like that because again, we don't know. We can only speculate. But I do feel like it is related to her personal life, a lot of it. And I know, like, we also don't know if there's stuff going on in her family or whatever. We also know what we know because we're just looking on the outside in. But yeah, I still feel like it has something to do with whatever happened between her and Luke because, okay, I'm going to share my screen and show these tweets because, like, and she was the one, let's not forget, Nicola was the one who was, I'm not going to say all over him, but like men take things like this in black and white a lot of time. There's a lot of women, I told my friend this yesterday, there's a lot of women out there who will inadvertently flirt with guys, and then once the guy, turns around and is like, oh, like, well, I want you because, you were just flirting with me. And then the woman's like, no, I wasn't. I was just being a friend. Bitch, please. I know women like that. Don't even start with me with that. But there's, yeah, these Twitter things. I don't know what order they're in, but I'm just going to try my best. So this is from his play. Nicola goes smashing it up on the London stage. I'm so proud. You're the best. And then Luke replied, love in all caps with a kissy symbol. This is where I think like something started, like they started kind of talking or like, messing or what. I don't know. But me and a lot of other people feel like at his play, they had something because the way she showed up to his play, a lot of eyewitnesses said it felt very girlfriend boyfriendy of them. And yeah, like these people think we're stupid. We're not. Okay, so that was that one. And then there was another one from earlier when they were just, on Twitter, just doing their thing. And Luke posted this. And then Nicola goes, Luke Newton sings the blues, like being flirty with him on Twitter, okay, all the time. And he wasn't even posting anything related to her. So that was from 2019. And then Luke posts again. So many photos I wish I could show you. And then she goes, have you done a tasteful boudoir photo shoot? Girl, this is flirting. I'm sorry. It's flirting. That's what flirting is. I don't care if you say, oh, it was just a friend thing. No, men don't see it like that. They either see it as you like them or you don't. Okay. So she started this whole mess. She started in on him first. And this is something that I mentioned the other day when I was in a group live on Instagram. I was like, yeah, she started in on him. And then once he reciprocated, she's like, oh, we're just friends. Oh, he's just my buddy. Like, girl, go sit down somewhere. Seriously. Like they dish it out and then they can't take it. Like, I don't understand. But anyway. This is the next one. He just said, get me to the pub. And Nicola said, I could really go for a macaron, but someone ate them all. Okay, flirting again. Like, someone ate them all, aka you. It's just, I can't stand her. She makes me sick now. Like, I'm still sad for her and I'm concerned about what's going on. But like, her and Luke both make me ill. And I don't even want them associating at this point because they are so toxic. They're so toxic. But I'm just saying, and this was 2020. So, obviously early, like when they were still on Twitter. Okay, so that was another one. And then this one, Luke goes, genuinely ate popcorn while doing an online read through of Bridgerton. It's just too damn juicy. And then Nicola goes, did not expect Colin to go into space, but man, it really worked. I really don't know what that means, but obviously it's some sort of inside thing between them. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, shut up. Like, shut up with your stupid, like the way they act now is so disrespectful to the fans because it's like, we did all this in your guys' faces. And now we're just like, oh no, that was all. So they were either lying like hardcore for 5 or 6 years, or again, like we all know, something went down and then like there was a huge falling out, like someone had a crash out, and then now that's why they're acting weird. That's my logical explanation. But yeah, that one. And then there was this one. It was a photo that they took together. And then Nicola said, literally stolen, no credit. Again, you're dead. Like trying to be all cutesy again. And then Luke goes, photographer Nicola Coughlan. This is legitimately how freaking high schoolers flirt. I've seen it. Like, what are you doing? Like, social and the internet always remembers. You will never forget. We'll always have these receipts. You can sit there and deny and be silent and deflect and delete Instagram posts all you guys want. But we have receipts, okay? Something went down. Sorry, not sorry. And then this was one of the first ones. So he just posted a photos and then she goes, great haircut, Newts. That's not really flirting. I mean, that's just a compliment. That's fine. But that was one of the that was early on. And then I think that, yeah, this was the last time that they actually talked together on social media, which was weird. So she's like, ready for the next, which is referring to, the season. And he goes, absolutely. The last time they ever interacted by commenting, responding to each other. Now, like, they commented on each other's posts and stuff on Instagram occasionally and whatever, but they don't even do that anymore. They don't do that. The last comment that Luke left on one of Nicola's posts was that congrats in all caps. Which I still think, me and some other people still think that was actually a sarcastic comment because he said congrats in all caps, not even congratulations, Nick, because he used to personalize all his comments to her. Like, that's amazing, Nick. Go, Nick. Yeah. Oh my God, Nicola. And then the last comment he posted on her Instagram, I think it was for something for the BAFTAs, was congrats, all caps, drama mask at the end of it, emoji. Petty. Y'all are so petty, bro. Y'all are so petty. Something happened. I do not know who caused the problem. Let me know what's really going on. Girl, we'd all like to know. The one theory that keeps popping back up is that, like I said, Antonia forced her way in. She just couldn't take no for an answer. A lot of us feel like Luke was just having fun with her. And then he's like, yeah, this isn't going to be anything serious. But then she just forced her way back in. And then Nicola, like, because of that, like something happened with their friendship or whatever else was going on. And they both had a crash out or / falling out. And then Nicola ran to Jake because she was upset. And then because I still think she ran to him too, because she didn't want people talking about her. Like, oh, she doesn't have anyone. Like, what? Like, Luke does, and Nicola can't get anyone because blah, blah, blah. And like, I think she just was sick of hearing like people talking. So she ran to him. And then that's when everything started. Allegedly. Finish it always with allegedly. I'm not stepping back, and Nicola can't step back. Steve Bannon literally said they create chaos in order to tire people out so they don't know where to focus on so they can gain power. Oh, you're trying to let's steer this conversation in that direction. I would love to have conversations about this stuff offline or like in a private chat with you guys, because yeah, I agree. I have a lot of philosophical viewpoints on the world and on people who control the world and all this BS, but it's I don't even have the mindset for that today. But I do appreciate you tying Nicola into it. Some fans posted that she deleted them today. I saw from their stories. Luke's silence about it makes me stressed. He's just going to shut himself off more. He goes into hermit mode. After he does like a show or after he does something. And then he pops back up occasionally, when he's doing something else. But I think he's stone cold serious about using his social media just for his career and business now. And I understand. I get it. Like, I get it, Luke. There were a lot of things that were said about this man that were so unfair that I understand. I get why he's over it. Hi. Thank you for joining. Nicola is being petty about it recently, and honestly, she does that distancing from Luke's stuff since last year's October, but deleting photos now to me is a message to Luke. I don't have feelings for you. It could be. I still think, yeah, I there's too much evidence to the contrary to think that nothing happened between them. There's too much hard evidence. There stuff they said in interviews, the stuff they've done in interviews physically, the way that they talked about each other, and point blank just saying like we're friends to lovers too. Give me a break, dude. Guilty. You're guilty. What is that? What does that Instagram person say who she rates? What are those stupid things that people bring food to? Potlucks or whatever? Death row. Death row for the both of you. Seriously. We get it, but doing these things are taking much more attention from people. Her latest press picture is giving compulsory obligation and doesn't want to interact with Luke outside of set. Absolutely. And it will be really, really interesting to see how their interaction and dynamic on screen has changed. This will really test their acting abilities. Like, if something truly happened and they are truly like at odds or just not happy with each other, your acting is going to be put to the test. This is going to prove how good of an actor / actress you guys are. If you guys, I guarantee they did like scenes together for this season and then they just went their separate ways and like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm clocking out. She's not into it. Ugh. I think Luke is going to stay in Bridgerton until the end. Nick is more likely to get out of it to prove to Jake that she only thinks him. It is giving she is the mom in the relationship. I mean, she is like 13 years older, which that's a crazy age gap. Like, I'm sorry. I'm fine with age gap relationships because like 8 years, whatever, that's no big deal. 13 years, 13 years, bro. That's weird to me. I'm sorry. It's weird. Like, you were almost in high school when this person wasn't even born yet. What? It's weird. It's weird. Even when we're adults, it's weird. Like when you're younger, it's even weirder. But even when you're adults and you're both adults, it's still freaking weird. But whatever. Whatever floats their boat. Whatever floats their boat. Completely agree. I was watching Great British Bake Off this morning. Yay! I love it. It calms me down. It just calms me down. Taylor was witch over 6 years. At the end, she made an album about it and how that relationship got depressed and made her anxious. She can still be with Jake and not be happy. She's going to snap out of it. Yeah. But again, who are we to say it's Jake? So, at the end of the day, we know she's feeling some type of way, but we don't know why. But I don't know. I feel like because she looked so happy at the beginning and now she just doesn't. I don't know. But the whole thing that makes it weirder is her removing photos. Are they specifically of Luke though? Because I also heard that she was removing photos of other things, not just Luke. So because she is leaving some photos up, but maybe she's removing the other photos to cover her tracks. I don't know. It's weird though. And like with a female brain, like coming from a female brain, it's kind of like, I want to remove these pictures because I don't want to have these memories. But like, I don't know, like, why would you just remove random pictures? Why wouldn't you just delete all of them if it was about that? Like, who knows? I'm going to send the pics to you from Instagram. Okay, thank you. I would like to see those. Are you going to send them to my email? That's fine. I'll look on my email if you send them during this live. Let's also accept that to me, Jake is getting jobs because of Nick's connections. Oh, absolutely. I mean, and that's what's funny about Antonia is because she's not doing anything for her career. And she's you're with Luke and you're not boosting your career in any way. Maybe she's doing it on purpose so she doesn't want to make it seem like she's leeching off of him, which people would still talk bad about her either way. So girl, like if you're going to do it, then do it because people are going to talk bad about you either way. So if you want to use Luke to step up your career, just do it. Because right at this point, there's no shame anymore in it because people are going to talk about you either way. But yes, I do feel like Nicola is more invested in it than Jake. I do. Yeah, that's how I feel. Don't at me. But yeah, she deleted Brazil pics. There's still some Brazil pics up though because I just looked at it. So maybe. 100. Has Jake gotten more jobs? Yeah, he's doing a play. He's doing a play at some London theater next year. I think he posted about it like a couple weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really pay attention to his social media, but yeah, he has. People keep tabs on her and Luke's account. She archived more than 100, not just Luke's, but she did delete some fan favorites today. Luke's play being one of them, according to what I saw on Twitter X. I refuse to call it X, you guys. I'm going to call it Twitter. I'm not calling that crap X anymore. So Twitter. Okay. She deleted the play picture of them at the booth. I'm going to look for myself because I don't believe that. That picture was the picture. I'm looking right now. Let me see. I still see her pictures with him, the end of the season, the wedding pictures, the tour. They're still there. Brazil pictures are still on her Instagram. I mean, that's from Brazil. So I just don't know why the way it's so specific and targeted is very weird. Like, why those photos and why not other? I don't know. Maybe she thinks she doesn't look good in them. Maybe it's as simple as that. Like, she doesn't like how she looks in the ones that she's deleting. Because I mean, yeah, I mean, that's a personal one. It's still up on her Instagram. Maybe she just doesn't like how she looks in the one she removed. I'm trying to find the play still. Sorry, I'm gonna keep looking at your comments. Keep going. I'm still ooh. Oh, I'm not down far enough yet. This is the thing, it's taking me forever to scroll to these. Like, how does this girl have time to do this? I don't understand. How do you have time to do this, bitch? I love this photo of her. Like this. Like, where is this energy? Where's this energy, Nick? What happened to you? Where is this girl? Where are you? I don't know. I don't know. She just looks drained. Jake is sucking. They say younger people suck the youth out of you. I'm telling you. This is still up too. I mean, like, she still has a lot of pictures of them together. I really wonder if she just doesn't like how she looks in the one she deleted. Where's the play? I'm almost there. Be patient with me. Oh, it was before that one. She did she remove it? Bro, okay, so I'm down to 2021. I'm pretty sure that was when his play was. This is still up too. I don't see the one with her and him in the booth. Son, if she removed that picture, that's wild sauce, because she knows that that's the picture that fans always go back to. Oh, she's such a Betty bitch. She's so messy. What is wrong with her? Like, legit, what is wrong with both of them? I don't know. I would pay money to just see. I guarantee that her and Luke aren't even going to be doing interviews together for this season, because something's weird. And if they do an interview together, it's going to be like weird ass energy. Weird energy. I don't see the one in the booth, you guys, from his play. Oh my lord. Did you really delete that one? Yes, he got some role in some theater play. In his last play, the director of the play was Nick's friend, and his interview about his role was giving dumb, you make the connection, coffee and skeletons. Oh lord. Maybe they are paying for Bridgerton media stuff they have to do for season 4 and de-emphasizing their online stuff on purpose. But it's not de-emphasizing it. That's the problem. It's bringing attention to it, and it's diverting attention away from what people should be focusing on, which is Luke and Yaren's season, because it's their time to shine. And all of this petty shit that Luke and Nick do pulls attention away because people aren't letting it go. People will never let it go because there's no closure, because like this whole situation gives like toxic relationship with no closure, and that's why people are still talking about it to this day. What is your Instagram? Oh, you want me to tell my Instagram to everybody in here? My Instagram's private for a reason. I can tell you guys, but you know, I accept only people who, you know, it's private because it's not related to my channel. But my Instagram is where Jen goes. I can put it in here in the chat. And you're free to message me on there, because I'm pretty sure you can still message private accounts. Nick is just friend zoning him and gets scared when Luke gets serious about Nick and Luke are going to crash out very hard at some point about it. They've already had crash outs. Luke crashed out when Nick went to Australia with Jake, and he deleted every single picture of him and her on his page except for like one. And then Nicola is like, you know, I don't know if she's crashing out right now, but like something's happening, because she looks off and she's been deleting pictures on her Instagram for how long has it been now? Like on and off for a month. So she's being weird. I am still a fan of hers, but I think that looking deeper into it, like you can be a fan and still be pissed off about something. You can still be a fan of somebody's work and still be aggravated that the way that they moved and handled things was absolute garbage. So I'm still a fan, but she annoys me, and you know, she just annoys me. Congrats, Nick. To me, he was still trying to get close to her, but Nick is pushing him away. Well, at the SAG Awards, like he had his whole girlfriend with him in LA while he was flirting with Nicola on camera, and his girlfriend was back in the hotel room. Like, that's why this girl's dumb too. Because I'm like, girl, he was playing you right in your face and you didn't even care. He was playing you right in your face and you're still with him. What does that say about you? Where's your self-esteem, bitch? Like, come on. He literally, like, you were at the hotel room in the same area, and he went to the SAG Awards and laid it on thick with Nicola, like thick, to the point of like world tour again, and flirting with, oh, your dress matches your eyes. Who the hell says that? Who the hell says that? If you're a guy saying that to a girl, unless you like the person or unless you're trying to get on their side with something, like, bro, please. The way he was stroking her arm at the SAG Awards, unnecessary. The back of his hand stroking her arm. And his girlfriend was in the hotel room. He did not. He went to the SAG Awards and completely forgot about that girl. I'm telling you. Completely. She was nowhere in his brain when he was at the SAG Awards when he saw Nicola. And that was his last ditch effort, I think, to, because if something did happen and Nicola was trying to stay away, because her reaction to him saying, oh, it matches your eyes. She's like, oh, thanks. Like sarcastically, like, oh, thanks. Like trying to be nice for the cameras, but she's really like eye rolling on the inside. Please. Luke passively pursued Nick, in my opinion. Nick being Nick was aggressive and her persuading chasing. I'm not sure that works with someone like Newt's. He's a bit soft and might want the power in relationships. I actually think Nicola is the one who wears the britches in the relationships. And that's why they wouldn't work, because Luke does want to be a provider and he does want to be the man, but Nicola is very much like strong, independent woman. Like she wants to call the shots. She, you know what I mean? And even watching their interviews together, she always took the reins. She always led. She frequently interrupted Luke. That would annoy me if I was Luke. I'd be like, I don't like you anymore because why are you interrupting me all the time? But I feel like as much as people want them together, I don't think they'd work together because it's so toxic and it's so like people can say all the time that they're meant to be, and maybe they are on some level, but not on a practical level, I don't think, because I think they would clash in a lot of things like their lifestyle choices, how they want to spend their free time. Luke likes to just chill and not do it, and Nicola likes to, about town, all this stuff. There's a lot more that goes into relationships than just being compatible in, a couple ways. I personally think and I'm not like all woo woo and whatever, so don't come at me, but I personally think that these two souls were meant to meet in this lifetime, like on Earth, because I feel like they have some sort of past karmic like thing that they have to work through or had to work through, and that's why stuff went down the way it did. And that's just what I'm going to say about it. I feel like that the universe intentionally brought these two together because they have some like karmic, like unresolved, like past life, whatever you want to call it, crap. And obviously they didn't fix it in this life. So what's the saying? Like if you don't learn the lesson and stuff, and that you're going to keep repeating it until you do. So whatever. You guys have fun with that. In the next lifetime. I have a feeling that if they do in press touring, they will not be doing them together. No, because, well, number one, it's not their season. But that doesn't matter because also for season 2, like Luke and Nicola did do some interviews together. So, I mean, if they don't do at least one together, that's weird. And that's another realization that I've had that's like maybe something happened, because they should at least do one together, but I don't know if they requested not to do one together. That's weird too. This is based on the previous partners he's had and has. Yeah. I mean, his behaviors, absolutely. But his behaviors in his relationships, like he treated Jade like and a lot of people didn't come into the fandom until season 3. But the way he was with Jade and Sophie, he is completely the opposite with Antonio. He doesn't even show, like, he was Jade's like cheerleader for her singing stuff. Like they sung together. He posted stuff of her, like, and Sophie too. And I'm like, this girl, he don't do anything for this. I'm like, I just think that I think that Luke is just too nice. And this girl doesn't want to leave. And Luke has tried to make her break up with him. And I feel like this girl just doesn't want to leave. I feel like it started out as friends with benefits, like something fun. And then she just didn't leave. She clung on and whatever. Over it. It is what it is. They're still together. We'll see what happens. To me, Luke really wants Nick and is much more into the idea of being more than friends with her. Nick is pushing him away repeatedly. Yeah, I do feel that way. I feel like, and then didn't Nick say something in an interview where she was like, if something like she holds grudges or something, like I feel like I remember her saying something like that, like she doesn't forget, or like I'm like, if you get on her bad side, you're probably gonna be on her bad side forever. So yeah, poor Luke though. I mean, but not poor Luke though, because if he did do something to mess something up, then that's on him too. That's what I'm saying. They're both messy. What if BGT is purposefully keeping Nick and Newts in the background in order to focus on season 4? I thought of that too, because I was like, I wonder if production knows that the fans are still going to be talking about them all the time and they want to give the spotlight to the other actors now. So that could possibly be it. I also think that Luke and Nick just don't understand the monster they created. They went into it thinking, oh, this is going to be fun. Like, we're going to do all this. And you guys created a freaking monster. And now they're dealing with the repercussions of that. And I don't think that they thought it would get this far. But, like, you guys who in your right mind, the way you act and talk about each other, like, don't tell me you didn't know that things were going to happen that way. They already knew the fans were excited for Pollen's season. Like, come on, bro. That's just, like, that's a case of just not thinking ahead. She also removed some other photos, but most of the photos were Luke, and it also includes their Brazil pics, the photo shoot that they had, which Luke still keeps them on his page. Okay. Well, when you send me them, I'll see, because she she did leave some Brazil stuff up on her page. She still has some Brazil stuff up on her page, but yeah, I'm going to look at those photos when you send them to me. That's interesting. I wish I could remember everything. She deleted the white dress Brazil one. Oh, she did? With Luke? Because I thought I saw the one with the dogs on her page still. I wonder if she's deleting ones where they look flirty together. Oh man. If that's why, then that's freaking wild, because that gives everything away. Because the white dress one, she was like touching his collar and fixing his jacket. I can't. I can't go back to that place. I'm not going to do it. But yeah, that if she's deleting photos where they look flirty and touchy-feely, bro, we don't need someone to tell us anything anymore then. That confirmed that something happened. Something happened. That's it. That's a fun look. Yes, they are right. Both Antonia and Jake are energy suckers. Yeah, poor Luke. I mean, he also I mean, that man will always look good because that's how he rolls. He looks good. But recently in pictures, especially with her, he just looks drained. But he also just did like a multi-week play run, which dealt with a lot of very serious themes. So I don't want to judge that based on that. But, other pictures before that, he was starting to look a little rough. So, oh, she deleted the shape of things pic? What? Oh my my God. No. Okay. I'm sorry. Where's my water? My throat is dry. That seriously confirms to me that she's deleting pictures then that maybe where they're a little flirty or they this whole situation's gross. Why can't they just come out and say things to people? Why can't they just be like, yeah, so there was something and it's past that time now. I mean, they passed the window. But like during the end of the world tour where everyone was like all up in arms and stuff, they could have just said in a joint statement, like, oh no, we were just doing this for the show. But they didn't say that because why? No, they weren't. Because they were doing it because they were really something. I hate them. I hate them. That's my theory. So I had the theory about she was deleting them because she didn't like how she looked in them. But now I know that she deleted the white dress one from Brazil and the Shape of Things picture where she went to his play as a supportive girlfriend would. Ay, Dios mío, I can't. Got me speaking Spanish, bitch. I can't. I cannot. The booth pic is good. Oh my God. Wait till this other person finds out who I'm going to tell. I'm telling on her. I am telling on her right now because that was the picture that had that was the million like picture, I think. That was the picture. Oh, the Shape of Things booth photo. Bro. All right, we're going to say it right now just for this live. There was something between them. Something went down and there was a fallout and now they're just being weird. What happened? I don't know. I don't know if it went far. We don't know, but there was something and something happened and someone got bitter and someone got scorned and then all this happened. And I don't think they have it in their contract where they can't date because people on the show have dated each other before. So, yeah, because people keep saying that. And I'm like, no, because other casts on the show have dated and briefly dated each other. What? Oh, they make me sick. Share mood over 110 posts. That's a lot. Luke and Nick are giving Conrad and Belly from. What is that? You guys, you have to remember I'm old. I'm old for the young references and I'm young for the older references, so help me out. What's TSITP? You are welcome. That's the energy of their astrology. Nick and Luke together, they have that synastry of Scorpio in their charts that ties in the obsessive interest, no matter which will always be. Yeah, I'm not into astrology. I don't understand all that, but I've heard that from, back when everyone was talking about it, that they have some sort of thing in their astrology. I'm trying to look at my astrocartography to find out where the heck in the world I need to be for my life to flourish because it ain't here. So I just don't understand it. It's too complicated. Didn't they once talk about jealousy? Professional jealousy, but that's the same thing. It's like saying, yeah, I'm professionally jealous of my work wife. It's still a real emotion. Just because you put the word professionally in front of it doesn't invalidate that it's really you who's feeling jealous. So yeah, let's not even go there. I can't stand them. I hate them. I love them and I hate them. I can't send messages because your account is private. Oh, okay. Well, you can email them to me because my email is in my YouTube bio. The email, my contact email. So that might be easier because I do look at that and I respond in my email a lot more than my Instagram. My Instagram only has 30 posts, you guys. Like, I promise you, it's not that exciting. My YouTube is far more intriguing. So yeah. But yeah, you can send them to my email. It's in my YouTube bio. Newts must have fumbled it hard. Somebody fumbled something. Someone fumbled something. Listen, somebody fumbled something, and I don't know who it was because they were both flirtatious with each other. Nicola started it, and then Luke finished it. That's all I know. We need the fumble theories. Oh, there's so many. In my opinion, Newt's like females' attention and soul focus. Nick's too powerful. He needs to stick with the ants. Yeah. That's what I was saying earlier. I feel like that even though in theory they sound good together, in practicality and reality, I don't think it would work. I don't think it would work. I just think that, and that's what I think happened. Maybe they tried like something, but also I feel like somebody did something to stab somebody in the back. Otherwise, there wouldn't be this type of energy. I don't know what it was. Nobody knows what it was. Somebody did something to hurt somebody, and that's all. But I feel like they did try. How hard? We don't know. Why does everyone think Luke's wrong when all the time it is Nick who is pushing him away and distancing herself from him every chance? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Luke has gotten the blame since the beginning for so much stuff. And that's why I feel so bad for him. And I'm just like, Luke, like, if you want to leave Bridgerton, go for it. Because people have been nothing but rude to him. Like, it was either they didn't like Colin's character because he was a, asshole to Penelope, or they didn't like, what Luke was doing on the tour, or Luke this, Luke that. Oh, Luke's fault Antonia came and he was so stupid. Why'd he let that happen? Like, he was getting bombarded with negativity, this poor guy. And I'm just sitting here like, dude, Nicola is just as messy. But everyone was praising her. I don't understand it. Maybe unpopular opinion, but I don't think Jake and Nicola are together. I get it. They're together everywhere. But for me, it's just a very close friendship. I don't see any romantic chemistry. Maybe not. There was like at that music festival when she hard launched him, it was giving very like touchy-feely romantic, like, oh, I care about you so much. But he was just looking off in the distance. He wasn't even looking at her. And he doesn't look at her really in any of the, like at the last candid photo we saw of them. I don't think it's even on anyone's Instagram. I think it was in a story. But they were sitting across the table from each other. And he took a picture with a few friends, but I'm like, where's the pictures of you with Nicola? If you're together and you're so in love, like you claim you guys are, then where's your pictures with Nicola? Okay, so I just sent Mia, I'm sure some of you guys know her. I just said Nick deleted the Shape of Things booth photo. She said, I know, I've been trying not to say anything because I don't want to cause mass crazy, but I told people something was wrong. They are messy. They are messy. It's this photo. If no one knows what we're talking about right now, the photo that got deleted, Nicola deleted this. That is giving boyfriend girlfriend. That photo gives we're a couple. I don't care what anyone says. That doesn't give friendship. Her arms are over his arm. Her head is on his head and his hand is on her waist really close to her freaking butt. You can't fool us. Something that I still think they dated. To what degree, I don't know, but I still think they dated. They were giving it a shot. I think Luke is in love with her. I think he was in love with her. I think he still is like partially in love with her. And I think something happened with that girl. Something happened with that girl or his friends. Something happened to split them up. And then just Nicola is just not having it anymore. Not having it anymore. And the funny thing is, so I think that his friend Rory, his supposed best friend, I think him and his girlfriend, who allegedly were the ones who hooked him up with Antonia or allowed them to meet, they broke up too. So nothing lasts forever. That's the thing. That's what I'm just sitting waiting. I'm not really like, I'm not sitting here trying to be like, okay, well, this is the end. Like, I'm just waiting patiently and quietly for things to play out because they will. Maybe she is preparing her Insta for new photos to come. No, because you don't need to prepare anything. Instagram doesn't have a limit to how much you can post. I understand where you're coming from, but no, like in the photos she's deleting are very specific photos of where the fans have reacted the most to these photos. That photo of her and him in the booth is a photo that defines their entire relationship / friendship. Like that is a defining photo and she just deleted it. That's the problem. Like she's deleting the milestone moments. That's crazy to me. Her account was looking like I have feelings for Luke's shrine when it was time to change that. Yeah. It and I don't know, like I said, I really don't think Jake, because I don't think he cares that much. I don't think he's making anyone do anything. I think it's Nicola just being like, I don't want these photos of me and Luke during the time that we were supposedly dating or looking lovey with each other. They just need to admit that they did something and then everyone would stop talking. Just admit it. Antonia is a trophy girlfriend for Luke, and he's going to break up from her by the end of this year. But they were saying that he was going to break up with her last year, though. So, which year is it? I don't think that they're going to go the distance, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're going to go the distance. He's focusing on himself. His self-development era starts in his 33 age until 35, according to his matrix chart. Oh, you're going in deep. Okay. I didn't know that. I don't know what a matrix chart is. Is it like the Matrix movie? Something to do with astrology. I know. Not much of a trophy when you do nothing. You're just young, boring. Yeah, I know. I'm like, what is her personality? I would love to see, I would love to even know what she sounds like. We don't even know what this girl, you're with Luke Newton and he's hiding you still after a year? Bruh. That poor girl. I feel bad for her. I just feel bad for her. And the reason why I say a lot of this stuff about her is because I was her when I was her age. I forced a guy's hand, even though he didn't want a relationship, and I ended up paying for it in the end. But these men, they'll keep you on, but they'll try every which way to break up with you. And I think that's what Luke is doing. She just won't let go. She just won't freaking let go. Girl, let go for your own sanity. Just do it. You're 24 years old. Give me a break. I think Nick developed some deeper feelings for Luke during press tour, but then all the mess with Antonia happened and she closed herself off from Luke. And now no matter what he does, he can't change that. Yeah, exactly. You're tracking. You're tracking. That tracks. But whatever it was is over now. Must have been love, but it's over now. Sorry about my singing. I love that song. It's because it's not over yet. They still have feelings for each other. I don't know if Nick still has feelings. The way she's acting is giving, I'm done now. But I feel like Luke does. I feel like he always will, just because I feel like women fall, but I feel like men always fall harder. And once a man is emotionally attached to a woman, it is very, very hard to detach. Because women, as a woman myself, we can emotionally attach to a lot of things because that's our nature. That's how we were raised. But men, once they emotionally attach, and that's why it's so difficult to get one to emotionally attach to you. But once they do, they're stuck there for a long time. For a long time anyway. It's easy for them to physically attach. Yes. Emotionally, Luke is still emotionally attached to Nicola. I will say that. I'm not going to say in love, but I feel like he's still emotionally attached to her. Absolutely. 100%. She's obviously trying to make a statement. I don't know what it is, but she's trying to make it. Yeah, absolutely. Hold on, I'm going to pause this because if my Wi-Fi goes in and out, sorry guys, buffering. I have multiple things running at the same time. I'm going to try to send them to you from my email. Okay, yeah, that would be good. Thank you. You are welcome. You guys are all welcome to chat with me via email. My email is in the information section of my YouTube channel. And I will happily chat with you. Nick is so petty and I love it. Tuesday, Wednesday. She is petty, but it's like at this point, it's an annoying petty. I can't stand it. I also checked Luke and Antonia's chart, and it basically said it is very high possibility that they are going to break up when he enters his 33 age and she is 25. He enters his self-development era. Yeah, I think he does. I want Luke to be single for a while because it seems like he's always been in one relationship after another. And I'm like, why, Luke? You need to just be single and do your career. And then if you want to get some like booty, just go get some. You're Luke Newton. Who cares? But being in these one after another relationships, and it's funny to me because I feel bad for Antonia because I'm like, girl, you really think you're his end game? You're not. You're not his end game at all. Like, at least this is why I think she's dumb. She's not his end game, and she's not using it to her advantage to boost her career. So once you're done, once he's done, once you guys are over, you're not going to have anything because you didn't do anything to advance your career when you were with Luke Newton. What? Use it to your advantage, girl. Like, don't be dumb. Yes, Rory and Sienna broke up last summer. Oh, I didn't know it was that long ago. Sienna already found a new guy, typical, and posted his pictures from Soho. What is it with the Soho farmhouse? Like, anyone in here from the UK, please tell me what it is about that place. Like, is it a boyfriend-girlfriend recruiting place? What is it? Because every time someone goes there, they come out with like a partner or some weird thing. I don't know. It's weird. It's giving like the bunny ranch, like in the United States, but in the UK. Like, what is it? And then people said Luke went to the Soho house with like multiple different girls. I'm like, is this like an audition place to be somebody's partner? I don't understand what is going on with that place. Antonia started to follow gig pages when she was in NYC, and she is currently searching for jobs. He is financially not helping her anymore, it seems. Huh. I don't know if he ever was. I just think she was along for the ride. But I feel like if anything does happen between them, like, no one's going to know because it's just going to be because the way these people move, it's just the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And like, they don't, like, everything is so under wraps and it's weird. It's just weird. I'm like, you guys are public figures. I don't know. Her family came to New York to see Luke's play, and she gave cheapest tour of New York to her family. Luke was not with them doing rehearsals. Well, yeah, he was working. But then also at the same time, she was in New York, but I don't even know if they were staying together. Like, who knows? Like, she could have just tagged along and be like, hey, I'm here. Like, what? And then at the stage door, he was paying attention to, like, she was waiting for him to come in the car and he was ignoring her completely. And then when the fans were talking to his family, they didn't even acknowledge her. And when somebody said to his mom or his aunt, one of those two, that, oh, like, we love Nicola, we love Luke and Nicola, and whatever, and his family was like, yeah, we do too. What the heck was that? Like, this girl is so stupid. Like, she's being played in front of her face, and she's too dumb to see it. She's stupid. Soho is a cursed place for partners, I think, and they're all gonna break up. Well, the reason I think Luke and A are gonna break up is because, number one, they're not a match. Number two, I don't think it was something Luke ever wanted. I don't think it was something he ever wanted. I still think that she just pushed her way in, and Luke just is like, okay, whatever. So it's free booty. What are you going to do? Aunt for real. Where are her parents? Newt's is a Holly weirdo with these celebrity bunnies. Maybe he doesn't want a big name attached to his name, though. Like, maybe it would drown out his rising star because he's still not there yet. He's on the way. He's trying to get there. And I feel like if he partnered up with someone who was a huge name, it would drown out, it would drown him out. So I understand from his perspective why he might not want to do that yet. I mean, until he's like, at the level where he wants to be at. Oh, sorry, my cousin just messaged me. My cousin messaged me talking crap about her mom. Oh my gosh. He wants all the attention. I don't know. I don't think Luke is an attention whore. I think that That's why he doesn't do that stuff to propel him into the spotlight, but like in the improper way. So I don't know. I just want him to be alone for a minute and do his thing career-wise, and maybe he's in his weirdo phase. He's always a weirdo. I feel like he's a little bit of a geek too. Like on the down low, I feel like Luke Newton is a little bit of a nerd, not a geek, a nerd. Cuz I know he said he likes to play video games and stuff, so but you guys got to remember, like, before he bulked up for season 3, like he was a chunky boy. He was thick, and like, you know, he transformed into this hot dude for his season. But on the inside, I feel like Luke is just like, you know, a little nerdy, like, you know, boy who just likes, you know, everything that people wouldn't think he did because the way he looks now. I think everything is going to change the moment Luke breaks up from Antonia and becomes single. Jake is going to be much more cringy and show off about Nick. I still want them all in the same room together. Like, I'm still waiting. I'm like, I want them 4 in the same room together and see what they do, because Luke gets so jealous about Nick, and I just want to see it. I just want to see it. But it's never going to happen. But I just want to see it. I wish. Yes, I agree. I want him to shine by himself, focused on his career, leveling up. Because even though he's done this stage play in New York and he's done, you know, a little bit outside of Bridgerton, nothing really major has come along yet. And we don't know. Maybe he's working on something major now, like, and hasn't announced it. I don't know. But yeah, Luke, if you're listening to this video, which I know you're not, go get your bag, sir. Go get your bag. Yes, please stop pairing up right now. We're the weirdos. Oh, I'm always a weirdo. That's why I don't really like feel like I fit in anywhere, because I feel like I'm always the weird one for some reason. His moon is in Cancer. What does that mean? One of the most emotional person in the world, and they are very introverted. Someone also said ADHD makes him absorb other people's energy and makes them exhausted. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if I have ADHD or if it's just my anxiety or whatever that makes me that way, but I am very sensitive to other people's energies and moods, and I can't go somewhere and be in big crowds because it immediately just makes me feel like, oh, I don't want to be here. I'm tired. Like energy vampires all around me. It's rough. This summer I turned pretty. Oh, I've never heard of that. Okay. Conrad reminds me of Luke, and Belly's messiness is equal to Nick's. I have to look that up now because I never heard of it, and I want to see. I want to see if that's true. Messy. They are also freaking messy. It's so annoying. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what happened to Nicola. Like, I miss, like, even like this one, her eyes, like, she's not smiling, but she still looks like, you know, she still looks like she's inside of her. Like, she has a soul in there. I'm trying to find other pictures that kind of show the progression, but it's just very weird. Like, I always come back to this picture because it looks similar, but it doesn't at the same time. It's just like there's a difference. There is a difference. And like, she's just, I don't know, like, and every appearance that she makes where her team is not doing her up, because she looks cute here. Okay, don't get me wrong. She looks super cute. I love this look, and I love the tribute to Diane Keaton because that's what her outfit was. Rip, rest in peace. I'm still flabbergasted, but it's fine. It's just there's nothing behind her eyes. And these are the same eyes that are in this picture, but you can tell the difference, right? There's something behind these ones. There's nothing. There's nothing here. It's vacant. She's just like, it's just like, I don't know. Girl. Nicola, what happened? Even this one, it's a serious photo, but you can still tell she's still radiating herself. Like, I don't know how to explain it. A lot of you in my chat right now are, you know, into astrology and stuff. Like, I don't know the terminology for it, but this was a serious photo. But I mean, look at her eyes. Like, there's life behind them. Like, Nicola, who's sucking your soul? Please tell us. I just think she's sad. I just think she's sad in general about something. Don't know. Ugh, don't show me pictures of these two, please. Get this off my screen. I don't want to do that anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I mean, and this picture always kills me because I hope it's big. Because it's like I don't even want to say it. Like, she's looking at him like she used to look at Luke, and he just doesn't look at her. This is only one photo, but in all the other photos of them at this, he was looking over her head. I'm just like, that man looks, he looks like, I mean, I don't know. He looks like he's strung out. I'm not saying he is. Don't take me off base with that. He just looks like, you know what he looks like? He looks like he would be cast in a remake of Trainspotting. And if you don't know what that movie is, go look it up. That's what he looks like. Seriously, like, sir, are you okay? Oh my God. I can't. Anyway, oh Lord. This is hard. This is really hard to see. Just her looking like this. I get the ick from both of them. No, I didn't take time off for season 4. What do you mean? Oh, my Wi-Fi is getting low. Oh, what do you mean take time off for season 4? No, I don't take time off for shows. I'm not that bad. Show the time 100 pic. Everyone noticed that it looks like she cried and her eyes were red. She barely smiled at that event. Which time 100 pic? Because there's a lot of them. Yeah, I can look for it. If you want to specify so I can look for it. Is it the one where she's on the cover? Is it the one, because she looks happy on the cover. Is it the one where she's on the staircase? Help me out here. Jake was also there with her, and some people said maybe they had some fight before the event. Probably. Nicola, I just have one question for you, girl. Whatever made you think in your right mind that it would work out with a guy who's 13 years younger than you? I'm not saying it can't. And if any of, my subscribers are in age gap relationships and they're successful, good for you. But the majority of the time, they don't work out. And there's a reason. They work out for a little bit. And then once reality hits, and once the differences in perspectives and the differences in lifestyles and beliefs hit, that's when things don't work out. She is not happy with Jake, and she is getting aware of that. It pisses her off because she is using Jake to get rid of her feelings for Luke, but it's not working. I could say, yeah, I mean, that's also a theory. That's also a valid theory. Women, another theory that like a group of us have said is that these people are rebounds. Antonia is a rebound. Jake is a rebound from whatever Luke and Nick had, tried, did, whatever. And it's not working. Oh my God is right. Oh my God. No, I don't take off to watch season 4. I know some people take off. I'm like, you guys, it's going to be there after you get home from work. What? I take off to travel. That's what I do. That's my priority. She wears the black dress if you search the time 100 event. Okay. So let me share my screen again. I mean, there's a lot of pictures where she's wearing the black dress. She doesn't look like she's crying there. Which one was it? But a lot of people say that they think that people are crying or whatever, and it's just how they look. Or maybe they're tired. I don't know. This one? I don't know which one you're talking about. You guys send me that one too. These are all the time 100. I love this picture of her. That's my favorite. I love that one. Ugh, she just like, that's Nicola. That's the Nicola that's the Nick that we know and love. I mean, that picture looks like she was crying, but that's also a photo shoot, so I'm sure she wasn't. She put that as her Instagram profile picture, by the way. She was probably crying because also, don't forget her speech. Her speech at this thing was very like emotional. So, you know, she was talking about a lot of stuff. Is the volume on? Which we didn't, and now we're screwed. I mean, I'm gonna stop it there, but you know, that's what I mean. Like maybe she was feeling emotional because her speech was very emotional at the Time 100 event, and it was about a lot of stuff that she feels very strongly about. So maybe that's why she looked like she was crying. That's just me. Sorry, I have I have a live running on my cell phone. The life of a creator is just never ending. She is burnt out. She is doing so much, and all the publicity with Luke must have taken its toll. Luke is trying his best with his career and is focusing on that. I also think they're fed up with each other. Yeah, probably. Anyway, sorry guys. I'm here. I promise. You guys are watching me and I'm watching somebody else. She is doing a lot. Um, but yeah, I do think that a lot of the world tour and a lot of the stuff that came after it has taken an emotional toll on them. But again, that's their fault because they could have come out and straight up said, we were just doing this for a tour. Now it's over. Let's move on to season 4 and let's all go. But the reason they didn't do that and the reason they don't say that is because something went down. That's it. What it was, we won't know for maybe years, but one day it's going to come out. Someone's going to write a tell-all book. I promise. If that was during the NYC trip, she was being followed everywhere. Yes, she was. And she was not happy. Generally, pics from that night, if you look closely, her eyes look red, like she cried and she barely smiled in that event. Oh, okay. Well, it depends on the photo, because there were a lot of her looking happy too. So it could have been anything, like I said, but I think she's just feeling immense pressure lately. And if your boyfriend who supposedly loves you, Nicola, can't be your rock in this situation, then you need to move on and throw that rock in the pile with all the other rocks. Because that's what a supportive partner does. And if you're not getting the support you need, Nicola Coughlan, and you feel some type of way and it's coming out in your photos that you're taking, your boyfriend is not doing his job as a supportive partner, and you need to go find a man, not a child. Okay, thank you, you're welcome. Let's move on. It was before the speech. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just trying to come at it from a logical perspective. Something was off and everyone noticed. Okay. I didn't see any pictures from before her speech. I liked her picture though, but only that. Oh, he liked her picture. Oh yeah, Luke liked yeah, because Luke is a good person. He's not going to hold anything against people. But his likes don't mean anything because he likes pictures that everyone he knows posts. So, like I said, people, we got to stop putting weight on the fact that he likes things, because the fact that they don't comment anymore and the fact that they don't interact with each other in comments anymore is very telling. Likes are just likes. They don't matter. I think it's not about her doing many jobs or her work. Something is not doing well in her personal life like she thought it would be. Probably. Yes, personal life definitely is a heavy load to bear. I know from experience. Yep. They need to focus on themselves. Yes, I don't know. That's why me and so many other people think that these partners they have are rebounds or out of spite or trying to make a point. That's it. Because honestly, like after all that, they should be focusing on themselves. Did you also notice how her outfits went full black? Her hair looks weak and thin and her colorful style went away. Yes. So, but the outfits are her stylish choice a lot of the time. So, and they've put her in a lot of black because she does look good in black. Okay. She looks like what? Oh my gosh. Where's that picture? There's a picture of her that I will always say slays. And it was from, it's this one. She's in black a lot. But yeah, I'm still sharing my screen, right? Yeah, I am. It was this one. Oh, and it was like girl, face card, body card, everything. Like, I mean, bitch. Hourglass, face slay, makeup on point, girl. This will always be my Roman Empire. Will always be my Roman Empire. I freaking love this look. And she knew she was a baddie. Look at her face. Like she knew she was a baddie. She's like, yes, this is me. What do you want? Ugh, so good. Ugh, that's small. Anyway, you guys get the point. I wasn't sharing. I hate this streaming thing sometimes. Okay, here you go, you guys. This one. Like, I remember seeing a video of her walking away from the camera in this dress, and I was like, work it, please. Like, it's just like, man, listen. Her in this dress, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Is this going to be big? And then this one too? Oh, it's not. But I mean, yeah, she's in black a lot. Like, I'm not going to say. Her stylist chooses what they put her in. But her hair, yes, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's stress or whatever, but a lot of the recent appearances she's had, her hair just looks really, really not like it used to. Yes, it was a big deal for her. The only glow I see is a glow down. They try to be nice. They try to be nice with what they say about her because the fans are always, it's like Taylor Swift fans too, and fans of anybody really. Like, these people can do no wrong, so they're always gonna say nice things about them even if it's not the truth. I think she wanted more and he didn't, so she was pissed and hurt. Plus, he hard launched his girlfriend. That's when it started. If he wasn't honest with her from day one, that's not good. That's another good theory, and that's also very plausible, is that he was playing her, but I don't know why, because clearly it's giving that Luke is in love with Nicola, and he's been in love with Nicola. So I don't know why he would play her. I think that he was caught in between, and Antonia forced her hand. So I don't think Luke would play Nicola like that, because I genuinely think that he loved her, like straight up, the way he behaved and everything. But he's also a man and they make mistakes. So he could have said all these things to Nick, and then he could have done that with Antonia. And then Nick was like, what the F? And then she was like, yeah, this is done and I don't want anything to do with it. I do too. I don't think Jake truly loves her. at all. Luke wanted more with Nick, but Nick is pushing him away. Yes, absolutely. I think that's valid. We can't blame negative things that happens in each of their lives on their current partners. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm just saying these are all theories, and I have many theories. But the fact that Nicola has removed the important photos of him and her on her timeline, the photos that made them look like a couple, it's giving something happened. I know, I'm sorry. I shared it again. I'm catching up on y'all's comments. She looks hot in black. Yeah. What's not fair to them? Well, it is fair though, because like they I I feel like that they are just rebounds. There's nothing wrong with that. People do it all the time, but that's just how I feel. Now, if that's reality, I don't know, but that's how I and a couple other people have felt about it, is that they are just trying to be with them to try and get over each other. It doesn't mean they're using them. They could have the best of intentions, but they're still, they're still like doing that. She is gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna hop off, you guys, because I haven't had dinner yet, and it's 7 o'clock where I am. But I'm so glad you all came to join. I'm so glad that we had this conversation, because I love it when you guys comment in the chat, because then I can interact, and I love having these discussions. So thank you. I'm actually gonna put a poll up in my community about the membership thing, so I can let you guys answer it. I don't know if you guys see or get notifications for my community posts, but if you don't, just hit the notification thing and it should pop up. But I'm going to put a poll up there and just get your guys' thoughts on if it's even worth it to you guys for me to do that, because then I can do members only videos and members only live streams that I wouldn't normally do for the general public to see, because I'm very cognizant that I don't want to put everything out there on the public platform that I have to talk about, because some of the stuff is very controversial, I'll say. It shouldn't be, but it is to a lot of people. So I'll put that in my community at some point this weekend for you guys to answer. Yeah, could be. Maybe it could be the other way around. They could be using them, but we'll see. It will all come out everything comes to light, you guys. Everything always comes to light. It might take long, but everything always comes to the surface. So we will know what went down at some point. Someone's going to get paid off, I'm telling you, to write a book or something. You're welcome. Probably. All right, guys, I'm going to grab food. Have a great weekend. I hope you guys stay safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video.